Hey there, fellow teachers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic Jade Dragon. Episode 19, Training a Replacement. Alright, well, you know exactly what I'm going to do. Let me just try to do it quicker this time around so that you're not like... Yeah. So we haven't done the wand. Badger's still level 1, oh my god. And there's still a corrupted lantern. Hey! Well, whatever. Can't be helped. So we do, so I have a better idea for the bedroom. So just to save me time, I'm not going to bother building the, like, pseudo bedroom over here. I'm just going to do a wonky roof. Because we don't need more than a wonky roof. The bug pen doesn't need to be built, I don't think. I think it's a shrink. Yeah, it's a shrink. So I just need to deploy it. So this time around, I'll just focus on getting a roof over my head. Mr. Maddock. Construction emergency. No, maybe not. You're about to go crazy. What do you need? You don't... You need to just... They slept on the floor for a night, and I'm suffering the consequences of that. Luckily, the malice for that goes away, like, pretty quickly. But that's why they're upset. Because I was redoing the bedrooms, and they had a rough night. Could the gloom be related to why there wasn't a heads up in the weather? No. The gloom just pushes the fog ahead. That's all it does. It's gonna be a nice bedroom when it's done. Badger should be... Yep, Badger's already Earth 3. So we just need to clear out this fight and unlock the wand transfigure. His spells keep misfiring because he's upset. I shouldn't laugh, I mean... I feel for you, dude. It keeps misfiring over and over. Alright, there we go. So that's the schoolroom. Let's move beds. It is... Room's goal is going to be just a bedroom, not a private quarter. Although, it could be a private quarter if it's skewed, but it isn't. So I'm not... plus, we don't have fancy beds, so that's kind of moot. Come on, move the stuff. So we'll see if this makes a difference of sunlight for JD. Hopefully it will. So when he's working in the, my guess is the sunlight requirement will be a hot fixed. It seems like a little bit too ridiculous to try to cope with. Because the sunlight of this room is like as bright as the sunlight can allow it, right? Like I could put more windows in here to just make it more ridiculous. Which is what I'll do. Because it seems like it's required, but there's... I don't have access to a lot of switches to, like... There's no sun lamp, you know? There's nothing like that. Yeah, this is going to be a crazy bright room. So maybe it'll help him. At least this time, the storm, with very little heads up, we are protected. So JD in this very bright room in just moonlight is still, obviously, because it's moonlight, not regenning. So the question is, during the day, when I have a glass roof and like 7 windows, can we regenerate? And the hope is yes. Can I sneak? Oh, I can technically sneak even more windows in there. I'm gonna do it. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it. You are gonna get a sunburn, my little friend. If I can help it. And this room is no longer dark, so it's not going to be voice shrooming. Yeah, this is 263% lit, and it's about to get, like, close to 300% lit. I can't do better than that. I truly cannot, so... Let's hope this is the difference. God, why are my finials taking lightning? Why are they getting hit? They're covered. Excuse me, they are covered. JD, go to sleep. Aren't you scheduled for sleep? Oh, not yet. Well, let's make it even brighter. 'Cause yeah, he's having like a big old mental break, and it's just... I can't even build this. Oh, someone else is. Okay. The spectral rift. Okay, so yeah, it's only changing plus 6% per hour. More sunlight doesn't make it faster. It's got to be updated. Like that'll be hot fixed. I can almost guarantee, because it does not seem functioning really at all. Oh, so this is a stupid fight. This spectral rift is in a locked room. Meaning I have to grant everyone access to it so that we can actually fight this fight, because otherwise only JD is allowed in there. All right. So Red Moon should be here, Matic there, Guitar Lil in there, and we'll just... There's no terrain benefits. Yeah, let's just hammer this fight out. I'm sorry, JD, to make you work. You should be sleeping. I apologize. And everyone in here is gonna get, like, corruption spore shroom rashes having fought in that room. But, yeah, it's unavoidable. At least it's a quick fight. With that said, Matic is not doing well health-wise. But he gets the killing blow, so whatever. that room is so bright. Why is the sunlight not scaling? I've designed basically like a solar light collector here to like spit roast him. Like, you're a magnifying glass in there. There's just no way that there should be a sunlight penalty. Remember, lock the door? Yeah. Access. Quilteds. And Moxie. And JD, where are you? Well, I tried. It didn't work. Alright, so I'm going to try to, with my remaining time, get Badger up to level 4 and get that Cronebug hatched. Like, that's my goal. So, as soon as, like, JD's, conviction's a little bit higher, I will clear the way for Badger to get a better wand. But it is neat that I'll be able to cook slop. Might as well queue it up. I'll be able to cook slop without a fire mage specifically, because JD can do it. Does mean that he'll need to spend some time cooking, which is like not awesome, but whatever. So, clearing the way for Badger. This is the correct layout for the battle. And then I'll try to get the torch, the lantern, so that he's not going crazy. So I do think, as I was saying before, the way to keep JD happy is to put sunlight windows in everywhere instead of torches. So slowly replacing like all of the torch light with window light, so that there's sunlight everywhere in the base, and that way he can regain his you know, solar power in every room. Plus, the torches are ugly, so there's that reason too. Pretty good fight. Barely took damage. Keep the ward up. And Badger with the wand. Unfortunately, I have a lot of the reagents, the ice petals, in order to make these better windows, so it's an affordable project. Just silly that I have to do it in the first place. Truly, truly silly. Hey, Wasteland. Thank you for the raid, man. What were you up to today? Oh, playing board games. What board game were you playing? That sounds interesting. Count me as intrigued. And welcome, Raiders. So Badger now can go up to level 4 Earth. So as soon as he gets taught up to level 4 Earth, we will be able to hatch the Cronebug, finally, and be able to check that off my list, finally. So I'm excited about that. Ah, so you're doing some Tabletop Simulator and Enshrouded. Man, you were playing a whole lot of variety today. Welcome. Pleasure to have you here. So JD's finally, like, has a little bit, has enough sunlight to not have, like, the massive conviction penalty. But I do think adding just the windows everywhere is solving it. Basically, just, like, let the light in, have him soak up as much light as he can throughout the day, in every room that he enters, and it seems to, the problem seems to go away. So if you have the build style where you're, like, using torches for the rooms that the luxury doesn't matter, like, that's not a build style that works with a nature mage, apparently. Just good to know, I guess. Also, I think as we established, it doesn't really matter how much more over the cap we are. The amount of windows in that room up there is, like, unnecessary. So I'm going to get rid of half of them. Because they're... You don't benefit beyond a certain reasonable cap. So I'm going to phase out all of the wall torches. That's, like, kind of a side goal. To keep my nature mage sane. And Badger, you are attending classes, are you not? Yes. So Badger's attending classes and should hit Stone 4 sometime today. You still have break risk because of a sunless penalty. But there's sun in this room. Yeah, there is, technically. I hope they rebalance it, because oof. The windows do look nice. I mean, I don't love being forced to use them, but they are attractive. I'll admit to that. And his sunlight needs are filling up. So now there's sunlight in just about every room. As you can see, I added windows kind of everywhere. So no matter where JD is in the base, he should be gaining sunlight so that he isn't going insane. Badger, did you... Oh, yes. Badger is like seconds away from hitting Earth 4. Do it! Did it! Yes! Badger's Earth 4. So that means... let's hatch it. Is there a class that needs darkness? I don't know what you mean. Like dark mages? I don't know. I mean, it updated today, and I haven't really had time to experiment. So the advantage of the Cronebug here is the Cronebug can make frost glass, which is like for better windows and stuff, and sculpstone, which is good for sculptures and stuff. So I'm gonna make sculpstone until I have 50, and frost glass until I have 30. And the Cronebug itself needs to be fed slop. And slop is cooked at the grill pot here by only JD. Because it requires you to have fire 3. So JD, you're going to have to be our cook. Sorry to say. But the frost glass is going to be really important for huge windows, which is a requirement of many advanced rooms. So the last thing I'm going to do, now that I have the Cronebug, is try to get a good, gifted Earth Mage. I'll be the final thing I do this stream. Yeah, I know I don't have research selected. That was intentional, so that I can make progress elsewhere. Yeah, his sunlight's now not killing him, which is good. So we've got scythes, which are resistant to nature. That's going to be a bit of a problem for JD. They also have cover, the Lantern Keepers. Scythes hit like a truck. And then these are weakness to dark. And man, this is not a fun fight. There is a Mana Vein here. Red Moon's going to be in the mana vein. And then JD in the front. Oh, Red Moon should be over here, though, to cast water on Matic. Oh, this fight's gonna suck. Dark Mages need Moonlight? Alright, well, the windows help with Moonlight, too, so I guess it's... You basically need windows. New window meta. I think what I'm going to do is try to inspire JD to hit with, like... Yeah. I'm going to knock out the Lantern Keepers, like, as fast as I can. Oh! They had AoE protection! Oh, that was stupid. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to, like, die this fight so bad. Because these scythes do an incredible amount of damage. Yeah, he's down. I saw that from a mile away. Yeah, this is a really, really nasty fog fight. I think we're gonna have to save Scum, honestly. Especially given that I messed up that first spell. That first spell was like everything. I'm curious what the Death's Door penalties are now, though. So, yeah, I'm like out of mana, actually. I'm just gonna load from that fight. But, they might have changed Death's Door. I mean, I didn't have any time to prep since the patch, and I wasn't playing on the, there is an experimental branch that you can play on this game to, like, try out new builds before they release. But, I wasn't messing with that. So Badger still needs his Earth 4. Man, between the Fatal Crash and the having to save Scum revert because of such a nasty fog fight, making negative progress here. And we still have that, like, outstanding Lantern that I just haven't attended to. I will say, just as a critique, I do like a lot of the features of the new patch, but I will say that I don't... For sandbox games, I don't like game mechanics that shoehorn you into one design. I like the fact that you can build as wonky or as organized as you want, but the fact that, like, there is a mage that needs windows, I don't care for. There should be a way, it shouldn't force you to, like, illuminate your base in one style, right? That doesn't give you freedom of architecture. So I do not care for the whole nature requiring, you know, sunlight thing. As long, I mean, it would be one thing is like, they've never seen the light of day, there's a penalty. But this is like, you have to spend, you know, 16 hours of the day in sunlight, or your person has a mental break and dies. Like, doesn't feel like a good game mechanic. So even though it's manageable, I still think it needs nerfing or patching or something. Alright, so all the windows are back. Badger is still working on his Nature 4, because we don't yet have that Cronebug because of the reversion. But as soon as the Cronebug's hatched, I'll graduate Atara and El Crabs, and... oh yeah, he's gone. Rampage. Thanks, Light! He's turned into a beast. What are you breaking? Oh, the, just lanterns and stuff? Yeah, it's especially weird because, like, most of the advanced nature stuff needs to be harvested at night. So it feels like... that makes it particularly annoying. Because it's like, hey, your mage needs to be active at night so that you can get fractal mold and you can get spores and, you know, all that stuff. And yet, if you schedule them to work at night, they go crazy. It's like, do if you die, damned if you do, and damned if you don't. Just doesn't feel particularly compelling to me. I feel like that's a pretty fair assessment. Yeah, rip research lab, rip everything, because he's now tore up everything and is now death's door. Alright, Moxie, let's rescue him. Where do you go? No, not repair. Rescue. And you can do the revive. He will get trauma. But I did actually want to see if the trauma system is different post-patch rather than pre-patch. So this will answer that question. So it's for science. We failed for science. So the trauma here is misfiring wand, but I don't think it adds a permanent negative quirk. So it looks like trauma is a lot less, because the last patch, if you went death's door, it was a really, really bad penalty. It was often a personality quirk that would never go away, and now it's just you have to wait 2 hours and it goes away, which is far less of a penalty. I mean, it's still a pretty significant penalty. A fifth of his casts will fail, but that's but at least it does go away. All right, Badger, it's time to do this again. Sorry to make you do it twice. But yeah, that sunlight is no problem. Alright, so it's up. We'll put the orders in again. The other thing to note is the refining beasts make a big mess. So this room here is going to get messy very often, very frequently. So it's just important to note, because you're going to be tasked with cleaning it. So quilted cleaners are going to be really nice to have due to the refining beast's constant mess generation. Alright, I'll do... right, I forgot about the whole graduating ritual sigil, didn't I? Well, time for a janky, weird graduation room, isn't it? Don't I normally put them downstairs? They're not going to fit down here. Level 10 enemy. There's water and nature weakness on both sides. Earth. I think this land is fine. This is a lot easier of a fight than the fog fight that I had before. And here's the frost glass that I'm making for the first time. And the big deal about frost glass is when you want huge windows. I don't have huge windows researched yet, but huge windows are a requirement of a lot of rooms, and they do require frost glass. So I can start researching towards them, but they're honestly more affordable than lining your rooms with large rectangular windows, and the huge windows fulfill those requirements. Ow. Jerk. Oh, you can't even hit anyone. Whoops. Killed everything on the side that you could attack, and now you just stand there. Not the best fought, but a win's a win. I have a little bit more time, and in the very barely any remaining time that I have, I am going to graduate away my 2 fully trained, and then try to get a gifted Earth Mage. Maybe it will be a replacement for Matic, maybe not. Time will tell. Oh, also, this never became an actual bedroom. Why not? Because it's not luxurious enough. Seriously? Fine. Whatever. Take the huge ornate rug. The fact that this isn't luxurious enough, given its design, is absurd, but they set the rules. It's fine. We'll get it. And all crabs, you're following suit too. So we got a Perceptive Talon, which I'm sure I'm going to smash. Yeah, maybe I'll keep it. It's okay. No one can attune to it, but, you know, it's a level 7. It's not great, but I won't smash it, because we don't need the Gnosis Shards necessarily right now. And then all crabs is going bye-bye too, and Guitar Alone's going to bring in a Gifted Earth as the last thing I do here. So, Guitar Alolan. Yeah, let's make that wand. I guess I didn't end up getting that lantern that I meant to get. And El Crab's dropped a ring. It's nice, but like, well, it could be attuned to JD. Oh, yeah. Maybe I will. It doesn't level up very high, but it's got some nice stats. And now we have Assembly Hall. Granted, it's a very dark Assembly Hall that needs illumination, but at least we have one. And this is now a bedroom, because it's got the world's nicest rug in it. So cross your fingers for me. I want a good Gifted Earth Mage, because Matic needs to retire bad. Here it comes. Chris. A speed, C health. That's on par with Matic. That's the same as Matic. But of course, being able to become an Earth Apprentice will naturally make Chris a lot stronger than Matic is. To that end, I think it's worth changing up. So, I will play a little bit longer, just a wee bit longer, to be able to run the raffle for Chris, so that it's not just like to be done in the future. I messed up my infirmary? Probably. Let's see. It's not silent because it's next to an assembly hall. Yeah, it makes sense. That's easy to fix. I'll just tower it. I'm actually going to shrink these candelabra away. JD, you're not even hurt. Get up. There we go. I might want to redesign the whole roof line. I will have to shrink the window too. Thank you for noticing. I might not have noticed. Come on, someone get the window. Yeah, so they might have the same base stats per level as Manic, but given that they will be able to hit like level 15 or so instead of level 6, will get to be ultimately a lot stronger than Manic by a fair margin, which is why even if their base stats are the same, they're gifted. Manic was never gifted. And they could become an apprentice. And because of those factors, it's a massive increase of potential strength as a result. It's Matic Plus. Yeah. You can think of it that way, sure. I don't know if Matic will enjoy that that nickname, but you know, he'll retire begrudgingly. Potentially begrudgingly. Yeah, and it looks like JD's sunlight needs are completely met now that I've just like windowed up everything. So yes, it's easy to manage once you understand the mechanic, but I don't think it's a good mechanic, because if you like torches, the game's like, haha, torches? Yeah, you're not allowed to have those now. Which is like not so cool. Alright, so it's an infirmary again, assembly hall, and I embrace the wonk even more. Love it. All Badger needs is like 1,300 experience to graduate. That's probably just a repel fog ritual, which I can do in the morning. Actually, no, that's only a third of the experience I need, but still, it's progress. All right, 20 more seconds on the raffle. Good luck. I hope you guys like my Megawant architecture. It goes to Tarzan. Congrats. And I just want to fix up this in progress before resolving the stream. This needs some love first. What I'm trying to do is make more room for more refining beasts, so I can put the bird in here and stuff like that. But I do want the house commons to continue being lofted. I don't know if that's enough headroom for the bird, but I guess we'll see. Because I believe this needs to be lofted to remain a house commons, or elevated rather. Yeah. So it can't have a roof on it. I could also build it like this. So here's another style that I'll just demonstrate, where you end up with a floor here, like that, and then just a support column. Both ways work. I did the floor and support column design over here too. It's how to make things look less wonky. In this case, I just want to make sure I have enough headroom for the bird. I don't really care about wonk. I care about form over function over form. And we will need to research the bird. And the bird, of course, will require a fire and air mage at both level 4. And hopefully we'll keep the fire mage. That would be ideal, so that JD doesn't have to do all the slop cooking. Because as is now, he's the only cook. I don't think that's going to be high enough, though, for the bird. But time will tell. And then the other thing I don't yet have is the Earth Apprentice. So that will be yet another thing to research. Which is solid as rock, right there. Maybe I need to get that first. So that way Darzan can become an Earth Apprentice and far surpass Maddox's potential. And become our next main tank. And also, as they're leveling up, they will be able to soon attune to stuff. Oh, the lightning rod went poof. True. Oh, God, there we go. Silliest lightning rod ever. So now everything's still supported, and we have more room for stuff. Of course, I don't have a door there. A door would be nice, because no one can head east without one. Let's pretend I noticed. Alright, looking good. Well, friends, I think a little bit over time, but given the crashes and save scumming, I felt like I owed it to you. This is just about where I'm going to leave off. Having cleared, I would say, about 40% of the dungeons. And fully graduated away JD. And I'm working, and we now have a Cronebug, and I'm working on another new tank, which is going to be pretty swell. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic, which originally streamed live on Twitch, October 25th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow mages.